That child is adorable. Please don't let them be captured. Oh, great, it's Bane! I hate you. You should die. Sid, you... Okay, this is a full-on EMERIE episode. Can you change? Can you be good? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to The Bad Batch Season 3, Episode 10. Now, the last episode, I'm very conflicted on it. Ventress returned, and I don't know if I'm happy with that, because I feel like Dark Disciple was a perfect ending to her story. Bringing her back kind of destroys it. Even if it still happened, it takes away Voss, it takes the whole Dooku thing, and just resurrects her, and she's just left alone in the galaxy once again. So that's not great. I need to know what reason she was brought back, basically. I need to know if it was just to have a cameo to bring back this fan favourite character for the sake of it. Because I feel like there's other characters that are in the galaxy that could be used to determine whether or not Omega is Force sensitive. But bring back Ventress, it definitely... I don't feel right about it. I need more info. But yeah, biggest part of that episode, I guess, was also learning that Omega is actually Force sensitive. So that is confirmed now. She is Force sensitive, but Ventress lied about it so that she'd stay safe and that she didn't have to lead the batch. That still sets up a lot of interesting possibilities with whatever Nala Se did to her. So that means she managed to... I don't think it happened naturally. That I doubt happened. Ventress said something like that, saying, oh, there's so many clones, it's bound to happen eventually. Nala Se, the fact that she's one of the only ones that doesn't have the sped up aging, way too coincidental for it to be random. So yeah, Nala Se definitely still did something, and that's why the Empire's reusing her now, trying to repeat what she did there. It's very, very weird with Omega. So I'm trying to think of what this episode could do now. So they've got the info. I feel like this episode, what needs to happen, they need to figure out how on earth Ventress managed to find them on Pabu. There is a leak. Something is happening. They have been found by someone, meaning they can be found by others. Hemlock could find them, destroy Pabu. There's plenty of other people here that don't want to be found. So it's not just Omega who's in danger, it's this whole planet. So that feels like top priority now, making sure Pabu stays safe and secret. So that is what I'm hoping for this episode. Yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And if you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over there I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. With that said, let's just dive on in. Aw, little weird baby alien. Do you leave the baby unattended? Why on earth would you do that? Baby's gonna get napped. It's gonna get kidnapped. Getting down. What kind of parent are you? Keep eyes on your child.
Hey, who threw that? It was him. The kid can barely lift the vase.
It's a Force sensitive child.
He did. We saw it.
Great.
Sorry. So sorry.
Come on. Bad parent. Never take your eyes off your child.
People say he's cursed. You know, gifted.
Go sing.
Okay, yeah, someone's gonna come for that child.
Kind of trouble that could bring. Come on.
Okay, so at least they're trying to protect the child. That's good. You're obviously not. Yep, you're gonna rat out to the Empire for a reward because you like money. That child's gonna get kidnapped. Great. Are there no keys in Star Wars? Can people just walk into houses? Is this your house?
It's a tip for a class 1 bounty hunter.
Okay, yeah, okay, so at least that's your house. But it feels like there's never any keys in Star Wars doors. Is there keys? Is there locks? I mean, of course we see it on, like, other buildings, but it's never on homes. Yeah, this kid's going in here, isn't it? Great. Are we going to see the kidnapping? I don't want to see the kidnapping. What on earth are you doing? Is this the secret stuff? Is this whatever Palpatine's cloning?
Progress in the lab has stalled since Nala Se's confinement.
The Kaminoan can no longer be trusted.
Do you trust me?
Weird question.
I could be more useful.
You wish to be the new chief scientist?
Oh.
I believe I have earned it.
Very well.
Okay, she got a promotion. Cool.
Let's begin by bringing you up to speed on Project Necromancer.
Okay, are we going to get info on this now? I know I'm not... Apparently I wasn't going to get any. This seems interesting. She's going to get filled in with what's happening. So this storyline doesn't get resolved here.
You will be given access to the vault.
The vault. The weird Sith room. Seems calm. Emily, can you be good? Can you be good? I don't know. Maybe. Seems kind of on board with this stuff. Never very emotional.
The specimens within are now your responsibility.
So it's weird how much Hemlock trusts her. Oh, what? This ain't the Sith room. Wow, very colourful children. They look so bored.
Are there not adults that could serve this purpose?
There
Ooh.
are few adults left with such characteristics.
Yeah, because they were all executed by Order 66.
They're unaware of why they're here and what they possess.
Okay, this is going to answer my question, isn't it? Whether or not Omega is special, or if any M-count person can do what they need.
The young clone's blood is the only binder that's proven to be compatible with their DNA to recreate their M-count levels, and why Omega must be found.
So it's still not working, even with other M-count specimen.
We must be prepared for every possibility once she is recovered.
So Omega is still very weird.
Hello.
I like your glasses.
Oh,
Thank you.
you breathed. You're going to form an attachment.
What is your name?
Oh, can you get attached?
Limit your personal interactions with the specimens.
Specimens, yeah, that's great.
They are scientific assets. Nothing more.
You're going to get attached. Yeah, we're going to get attached. They seem so bored. Ooh. You saw the passcode. You're going to be interesting. Come on, Greenie. You're going to do something. We're going to see the bounty hunter. What kind of bounty hunter is it? Is it going to be one we know? You should not have taken your eyes off that child. Is the door going to stay locked? Go hide, go hide, go hide. That child is adorable. Please don't let them be captured. I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, please. Please be a good parent, please. No one knocks, you don't have any reason to open it. Oh, great, it's Bane! No, I don't want to see it cry, please. Oh, why'd it have to be you?
The test.
Coming right up, Mr. Bane.
The test. Oh, they're just testing every child. No! Oh! I hate this. Green. It's so much worse than what the Jedi ever did. They're making the Jedi look like saints. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, the toy. I hate this so much.
I am not a nanny droid.
Give it the toy. Maybe, please. Do something kind.
Oh. I did it.
That makes me feel a little bit better, but I still hate all of this. The mum. What about the mum? Oh, the child, of course, is aware of what's going on, because I thought... Hate this, hate this. I can't stand the sound of a crying, like... Of course there's different kinds of crying, right? This hurts. Hearing that kind of cry over the child being taken away from its parent is heartbreaking. Happy with yourself? Seem like it. Hate you, you should die. And you're perfectly fine with everything.
Hello, SP-54.
My name's Eva. What's yours?
May refer to me as Dr. Carr.
You're gonna get attached.
What happened to Mistress Nalase? She hasn't been back.
Easier for Kaminoans to stay unattached. That's their whole culture.
That is not your concern.
Oh, she said she'd find out for me
You have the perfect voice for this.
when I'll be going home. Can you find out for me?
Of course, Nalase probably lied.
I will look into it.
Thank you, Dr. Carr.
Yeah, they're gonna get terminated when they are no longer useful. She's gonna get attached. Oh, distracted. He's gonna do something. Oh! Go on! Oh, lockdown. Can the pad work? They've seen it with Omega.
No!
Oh. Why children? I hate this so much.
Stay away from me!
It's all right.
No! Let me out of here!
You're safe.
Of course they're not. They'll be terminated.
I just want to go home.
Set to stun.
So to stun. There's a child. Come on. You don't need to stun the child.
Blasters are not necessary. I have everything under control.
Good, good, good. He's gonna leg it. Chance of freedom. He's gonna die, isn't he? Stun. Okay, stun, stun, stun. Is this gonna turn Emery? Please. This could be good.
He's only a child.
Specimen attempted to escape.
Scorch. That's Scorch, right? Emery's gonna turn. She's gonna turn good. There's no way anyone could do this. Of course, the Kaminoans, obviously. But a human with empathy? No way. And yep, still going through with the needle. So what species are you? Are you a male version of Luminara and Barris species? You have the tattoos.
Yes,
Is Jax going to be...
Jax. Now you know the name.
Jax.
You know the name. She's gonna get attached.
He's not in trouble. You can see him tomorrow.
She's gonna get so attached. Hemlock's gonna come in and say that all of them need to be exterminated. What's up with the blue kid, the Pantori? Oh yep, focus. We're gonna get stuff on you. She's gonna get attached to all of these children. It's already happened with these two. When's the next one? Come on. They're all gonna be terminated when they find out they're not useful, and that's gonna make her snap. Chatting with Nala, say. What are you doing?
You've been to the vault and seen the
Children?
specimen.
Children.
They're children.
I gotta make sure I know what they're talking about, because there's the Sith room and then there's the children.
The Empire will keep them in order to control them.
They don't belong here.
Empathy.
No, they do not.
Neither do any of you lot.
I did what I could. Now they will look to you. What will you do?
I'm actually liking Nala say. She's really coming on. She's coming around on me.
I don't have that kind of power.
Don't you?
You got a job now. I'm actually starting to like Nala say. She's coming off as very motherly and caring towards children. That's a very admirable quality. Ah, dear. Still, fives tup. What she did to those two. But this is... She's actually not being evil here.
A new specimen will be arriving today.
Oh, the child. It's a baby. Come on, that's gotta be something. It's a baby.
However, this latest acquisition will not be a danger to you.
It's a baby.
I would like to ensure that they are properly maintained at every stage.
So you don't trust Commander?
Governor Tarkin requests you contact him at once.
Of course.
Do as you wish, Dr. Carl.
Okay, so he definitely has a lot of trust in EMERIE here. You're going so you make sure that this guy doesn't blast the child. Is this going to really set you over the edge? It's a baby.
Governor Tarkin.
Oh, I actually have to see him.
Questions have been raised regarding the financial impact your facility is having.
At odds again. Palpatine is on board with this. You're fighting Palpatine here.
Project that is of personal interest to the Emperor.
Which is what?
You can't.
I'm afraid that's classified.
Nice try.
Perhaps there is some assistance I may provide, seeing this is of such importance.
I don't like either of you. This is nice that they're both being frustrating to each other.
If this project fails to yield proper results, it won't bode well for your operation, or for you, Doctor.
But he does have a point. You're definitely both under each other's skin. What are you doing? What is that? What? What was that other one?
I tracked down the Trandoshan.
Trandoshan.
Pulled some intel out of her. The name of a pirate has been in contact with the town.
Sid, you...
The other operatives aren't ready to join you in the field.
I can handle it.
So this is the guy that survived the waterfall. I still love you. Hate Sid. So even when she's not, we don't see her, she's still giving him away.
No more mistakes. Do not return without Omega.
Great, now this one's going after them. Oh, I kind of wish Winter stood around now. That's great, that's great. Okay, it's not his ship. Oh, but that means he's going after Fee. That's stupid Sid. Really don't like Sid. Is that Coruscant? Okay, yeah, Coruscant, space station. Oh, it's gonna be the baby. It's gotta send you over the edge. They can't do this to a child. Not like an actual baby child. You're gonna get it, you're gonna snap. Send it back. You're gonna meet Cad Bane, you're gonna see it all, please. I'm gonna hate this if it goes badly for the baby. You still look cool, but still, you need morality.
Toto, bring out the kid.
Not just kid. You keep it in a box. You're going to see as a baby and that's going to send you over the edge. Please, you have empathy. You have some kind of morality. It's a baby. Hesitation.
Specimen is younger than I expected.
Then he'll be less trouble.
Not a problem for anyone else but you.
For confirmation.
They made this child way too adorable.
How many others like this have you captured?
Let's just say I'm good at my job.
Of course he is. Green. Oh,
Did this child come from?
Asking questions like that, you give away more than you think.
yeah, because you want to send it back.
It's all here, Mr. Bane.
Until next time.
Now you don't know where to send it, so now it has to stay with you. See, this is a slight issue with the alien species being so diverse across the galaxy. Is if this specific alien species came from one place, you know exactly where to send it. The planet they were on, so many things there. You have no idea if it's a native, if it's just there, or you don't know. Hate this. Can you send it back? Can you send it back? It's a baby.
How is he acclimating?
Specimen is in good health.
How can you look after a baby here? You still gotta keep it alive. I hate this. This better have a happy ending for the baby.
Where is SP-32?
Dead.
Subject to be isolated for 2 rotation.
Isolated. She's not happy. You lied to her, said he wouldn't be in trouble. You can't look on the eye. You're attached. You're attached. Okay, this is a full-on EMERIE episode. Can you change? Can you be good? The music is so sad. Come on.
Everything all right? SP-54?
You want to call it back?
Eva.
Yeah. Name.
You said Jax wouldn't be in trouble.
You have the perfect voice like the innocent child.
We all want to go home.
This episode could go 2 ways. Either it's just EMERIE turns good and maybe gets fired or something. No, not kind. Or it results in EMERIE freeing all the children. That would be great. I feel like that's the best scenario. That wouldn't bode well for her. Or it ends in just depression. Please don't come back positive with the baby, please. Wait, it could. Then she's gonna let it go. She's gonna do what Nala Say did. There you go. Or it's gonna push you to try and find Omega to save the other children. What is going on in that head? You kept Omega's doll. You're gonna give it to one of the children to make them feel better? Give them a toy? Maybe? Yeah. Don't end here. Please don't end here. This is not the ending I want. They've kidnapped a baby. Okay, you're doing good. This is changing. Don't end. I need more. Don't end. Please don't end. This feels like an ending. It's gonna end. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Why? That is so not the ending I wanted. That's just depressing. Oh, great. That is... Oh. So the Empire kidnapped a baby, which looks adorable and looks way too adorable for this whole thing. That's making me feel awful. And you have EMERIE, who is kind of, I guess, changing. There's definitely signs of her getting empathy. She's getting attached. That's clear. Maybe it's just it needs time to sink in. The baby didn't make her snap, which is shocking. But hopefully that means that she can change. Because, like, we've seen that one kid is in isolation. Maybe the punishments need to be more severe for EMERIE to, like, change. Right now, it's okay. They're alive, and I guess that's what EMERIE's okay with. As soon as they get physically harmed, that's when it's going to kick off. This episode was entirely dedicated to EMERIE, so that's got to means she's going to turn good. She's become she's got so much focus here. That means she's important. She's going to turn. I'd love it if it mirrors Nala Say in the sense that it will test the new baby's DNA, test that blood, the midichlorian stuff, test all that, comes back positive, that one will work. Then she'll realise that it means probably sucking all the blood out of that child and killing the rest. Then she's going to try to make them escape. That's what's going to do it. I would love that so much if it mirrors Nala Say's story. But yeah, then you have Hemlock and Tarkin, which I guess that was the smaller part of this episode, but it was very interesting. Love the dynamic that's being played out between Hemlock and Tarkin. Them going back and forth, trying to get more info, trying to find out the financial situations of each other and that sort of stuff there, that back and forth. Tarkin, I think, is definitely winning in this sense. Yes, Hemlock has the favour of the Emperor, so that's what he's got going for him. But Tarkin has financial sense. He could pressure the Emperor very easily by just getting everyone on board saying that this is a waste of money. I don't think Palpatine needs to remain in control. If he has too many people who turn against him, higher-ups, they could overthrow him and replace him with some other Emperor. They don't particularly need Palpatine. Of course, he has the whole lightning and whatever, and yes, that would be weird, but he could be replaced. Right now, in the state of the Empire, I don't feel like he has that pivotal kind of control. Yes, he could go out of his way and just kill all the people that are against him. But if you kill everyone, you're left with nothing. So I think Palpatine definitely needs to be careful here, and I think he could be pressured into siding with Tarkin to shut down this project if it doesn't wield the results that Hemlock needs. Yeah, we got to see Hemlock was getting scared after the call with Tarkin. So he's getting nervous and worried, and he's definitely on edge. He's losing it with the sense that he can't get a hold of Omega. Then it went on to the CX Trooper, who I'm calling the Shadow Ninja Trooper because I love that more. He's still alive, which I think is insane. And yeah, this is my worry that I thought of. They're going to find Pabu. Ventress did it, and now this guy has gone to Sid, who has still given them away and has, she's ratted them out. She has no idea what she's done, so that's great. I hate Sid so much now. It's not just that she's dead to me, it's that now I hate her for this. Ratting out at the beginning, yep, dead to me, fine. All the goodness that you had, gone. This is from the neutral standpoint of just forgetting you to going into hatred. She has given away the info that could lead the CX trooper to finding Pabu. So now, the CX trooper is going to find Fee, and Fee will obviously have to tell him where Pabu is. Because, I mean, would Fee, she's a pirate, would she sacrifice herself to save all those refugees? Maybe she can get away and warn them that the guy's coming for him. That could be something, that could be like a good idea. But it's still not great. The guy can just call Hemlock, tell him where Pabu is, and then they can just send a whole army there. Thanks to Sid, this means Pabu has been found. That is what I've taken from this. This is dreadful. Yeah, still very hopeful for Emerie though. Really want. This episode feels like she could turn. I feel so. We've had 2 episodes now with decompression, dealing with Fennec and Ventress. That was decompression, getting info. This one, I'm hoping we get a second episode like this, where it's focused on Emerie and what's going on with her, because this set up a lot. This episode was really nice, and just seeing, I guess, the emotional weight of the new position Emerie has and what she's dealing with. It showed because. Of course, Nala Se is a Kaminoan. She's not human. We don't know if she has the same empathy. We've never seen it really before. Of course, Nala Se has the more motherly weirdness with Omega, but I think that could be just because of force sensitivity. Maybe the force sensitive nature of Omega accidentally triggered a emotional response in Nala Se, because the force does weird stuff to people. Maybe it messed with Nala Se's mind and let her be emotionally attached to Omega, when she technically wouldn't have been normally. I feel like that could be something. Because it still seems weird that she's emotionally attached to Omega. But Emerie is human. She has empathy built in. So if she's experimenting with this stuff, I want it to mirror Nala Se. I want her to turn good. I want to try and feed these children. Because it is awful. That tiny baby who looks adorable cannot be allowed to suffer here. Okay, this episode was very good, and its implications could be very heartbreaking. So obviously, start of the show was Emerie. I like that we got a whole episode focused on her. She's a very interesting character. She's been with Hemlock for so long, yet she is a clone like Omega, who happens to be a female. And she also has the aging thing. So there's differences there with whatever her purpose is. Still feel like that she's got a bit of a mystery surrounding her, so I'm happy with getting more information on her. But seeing her dynamic here with the children, it's clear she has empathy. We saw it with Omega, where she gave back the doll to try and comfort her. Of course, she's still loyal to Hemlock because she's just been around him so long, and there's probably some fear there, seeing what he's doing to other clones. She doesn't want to be in on that, so Hemlock definitely has power over her psychologically and just in terms of power, in physical power, of like status, where they are in their job, that sort of thing. But yeah, it's nice to see Emerie's empathy get more showcased here. We saw it once, now we're getting more of it. Seeing her deal with children, obviously is very difficult for her. She didn't want to do that. She wanted adults. That was what she's more comfortable with, dealing with clones. She's asked for the more responsibility. That's obviously because she, I guess, is career focused. She wants that position. She thinks she deserves it. Fine. Going into it is opening her eyes. She's seeing the experiments. But of course, she hasn't been shown the Sith chamber yet. That whole weirdness. I think Nala Se was in there with Hemlock and Sidious, so that was something. Yeah, she hasn't seen that. And so she's only seen the children's stuff. So it's answered my question. No, it hasn't really answered my question with the whole Omega thing. Because we know Omega has force sensitivity. She has a high M count. That is what makes her useful for the Empire to do this whole cloning thing. But now we know it's just Omega that's useful to them. Other M count people aren't working. It's Omega's DNA that's the reason it's working. That means Nala Se did something there, so there's still some stuff we still don't know about at all. But it will mean that these children will no longer be useful eventually. They'll realise that they are not like Omega and they will be discarded of. I doubt they'll be sent back because they don't know where to send them back. Cad Bane didn't give that information. So, yeah, Emerie's going to snap. This is what's going to let her turn good. I'm really hoping it's going to mirror Nala Se. She's going to realise that these children will be discarded, probably killed, executed, whatever, gotten rid of. And the baby's probably going to be the worst part of it all. So she is going to turn good and save them, and it's going to do what happened with Nala Se. Hemlock, I'm loving that we're seeing him sort of get very frustrated. He's losing it a little bit, and it is very difficult for him because he's so cold and calm. He's a psychopathic maniac. So seeing him fracture a little bit here, where it's been a while now and he's still not got Omega, and he still doesn't have control. Love that we're seeing that. He's going crazy a little bit. His back and forth with Hemlock, his back and forth with Tarkin is very interesting. So he's got that going, and he's still on the Emperor's good side. He's still being viewed favourably by the Emperor. Of course, won't be for long if he can't get this stuff going. So that could spell disaster for him. It's interesting to see the level of trust that's between him and Emerie. So he clearly does trust her. So that must mean he has some kind of attachment or... Trust is weird. It means their relationship. They've known each other for a long, long time. Emerie's obviously proven herself trustworthy to Hemlock, but I'm almost thinking maybe Hemlock does have some feelings and emotions and he isn't just fully psychopathic. Does he have sort of an attachment to Emerie just because of how long they've known each other? Could that mean, is there like, could he see her more favourably than Nala say when she hopefully turns? I think it's just very interesting just seeing everything play off here. It's just very, very cool to see. He's experimenting on children as well, so it's another tick in the box how evil he is too. Tarkin, hate to see him, but love him just going after Hemlock. So right now, I'd say Tarkin's a little bit in my good books. He is being annoying and irritating like he always is, but he's doing that to the villain, which is amazing. So he's getting in Hemlock's way, questioning the financial decisions and the financial strain that this whole project is putting on the Empire. He's tearing at the cracks in what's going on here. So Hemlock needs Omega, otherwise the experiment is stagnant, it's going nowhere, and Hemlock is just rubbing salt in the wound there. He's trying to make Hemlock break. He wants the power. He doesn't like that Hemlock has got secrets from him. He likes being in power and knowing everything that's going on. And the fact that Hemlock has a secret thing that he can't know is driving him nuts. A side bonus, but it also means that Tarkin is going out of his way to try and get Hemlock destroyed so that he can have that sort of credit for bringing more money back to the Empire, for straightening things out, to bring order. Now the CX Troopers bit is, yeah, that's dreadful. That's going to lead into the final, isn't it? So you have Sid, hate her, absolutely hate her. She's more than dead to me now. She's fully in the hate thing. She has given away that Fee knows the location of where the Bad Batch are and where Omega is. So yeah, she can go die. She can go die painfully now, not just die. So that's lovely. CX Trooper now knows to try and find the pirate Fee. That's great. And from there, he can find Pabu, and he can, yeah. As soon as they find Pabu, that means that entire place is done. That is awful. They need that entire place to stay hidden throughout the lifetime of the Empire for all those refugees. That's going to get found out now. What's going to happen there? All those people are going to be displaced again. That whole place that they have built for themselves is going to be gone. It's going to be useless now because the Empire will find it. Of course, technically it doesn't have a use for them, but the Empire is going to come here now. They're not going to feel safe staying here, and they'll probably become under Empire jurisdiction. Yes, they can't make a lot of money out of it, but I mean, I would assume the Empire would just like having that sort of control. And yeah, Bane returned, kidnapping a child. So he is just getting more evil. I get that he's a bounty hunter and he could easily work with the good guys if they paid him enough. That's fine. But kidnapping a child, yes, he has honor, but what honor is there in this? It's just money and it's so... I would hope that Cad Bane's honor code would have at least gone against kidnapping a baby. Child? Yeah. A baby, kind of a bit much. That is... He stunned the mother, and so then he took the child. I'm happy that they at least gave the baby the toy. That is gonna... There's personal possessions. Are they gonna take the toy away from the baby? I'm gonna hate that. I mean, I guess it's cool that they keep bringing Cad Bane back to do things, and they, instead of just using any random bounty hunter, because they could just use anyone. Cad Bane back, cool, awesome, but the things he does, why? Have we even seen him work with the good guys before? I feel like we haven't seen that. That is something I want. I would love to see him work with like the protagonist of an episode, like Fennec Shand we've seen. It's just, yeah, every single time he does something evil. That's not painting a great picture in my mind. I mean, we've seen him work with Kenobi, but it was more like Kenobi was manipulating him. So, yeah. This soured my opinion of Bane a lot. He kidnapped the baby. Now, the children, they're definitely interesting. So, all of them are Force sensitive. We know that. We have... I'm thinking of the species. So, you have the Pantoran. You have the one that reminds me of Barriss and Luminara. The other one reminds me of that one Jedi that we saw with Anakin, and they were fighting in planes. Apparently he was a really good pilot, one of the best ones closest to Anakin. So we have that. So we got those children there. Emerie's obviously forming attachments to them. Their voices, the one girl's voice, absolutely perfect for sort of showing off the scared innocence of a child. That's all. You can't. There's no way you can like sort of think evil there. Of course, Hemlock, because he has no emotions and he's just cold and a psychopath. Anyone with empathy, obviously, they're going to sort of warm to that. They're going to feel attached. The green kid, I love the desperation that they showcased there. How desperate he was to escape. Loved how they did that. It shows the kind of trauma that they're putting the children through. It makes it so painful to watch. It feels so dark because like I gotta remember, Clone Wars have been showcased on like what a Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, one of a channel that would have been broadcast to children. This is Disney Plus, so I guess the audience for this is much more specific. You have to go out of your way to watch it rather than just flicking on the TV and having it be there. This, I like that it's taking into a much darker realm, and this sort of takes the cake. It's messing with children and seeing children suffer. It's fine seeing adults suffer, yeah, fine. Children and now a baby, that is so much worse. Then another thing that interested me about this episode was Nala Se. So she is the most emotional Kaminoan I think we've ever seen. That's interesting. Like, so her job was to talk to these children, and she obviously made them feel good. When Emery came in, they were fine. They seemed a little bored, but other than that, they seemed good. Emery comes in, having to be more cold. They immediately not happening. So Nala Se definitely has a way with children. I personally think that's a side effect of being around a Force-sensitive child for so long. I think that sort of stemmed off, because the Force, I think a child is obviously a Force-sensitive child. We see them sort of express the Force by protecting themselves. Ahsoka was kidnapped by the tiger thing, and she used the Force to defend herself and basically control the thing, or do whatever the thing was. She connected with the animal. That protected her. It came from a self-defense thing. I think Omega, unknowingly, would have used the Force to awaken the emotions within Nala Se. I think that's what happened. Because I doubt that even any Kaminoan would have formed that kind of connection with one of their experiments. The fact that Omega did it seems weird, and now we know that she's Force sensitive. I think that is what happened subconsciously. I think she subconsciously used the Force to create an emotional attachment between herself and Nala Se. That has now spread. So Nala Se has now been awakened to emotions, and it's linking to other children. So she obviously tried to protect these other children. She tried to protect them so hard, and so she knows about all the M count stuff. So maybe she scrambled it still and hiding their M count stuff. I guess maybe. I almost wonder what she would do now that a baby's been there. What would that change her mind? Would she do anything differently? Would she try and get the baby sent away back to its mother? Like what's going on there? It's kind of a shame that we don't get to see this interaction now because she's locked up. I feel like Nala Se as a whole, she's so turning around on me. I absolutely hated her for what she did with Tup and Fives, but now it's changing a lot. Seeing how she's responding to children and actually going out of her way and putting her own safety at risk to protect them, that is very admirable. I think I'm starting to forgive her. I mean, I'm still going to hold a grudge, but I'm starting to like her. I'm starting to see a lot more good in her now, and the hate is dissipating. Still not sure if I want to see her have a happy ending though after the whole Vibing Tup thing, but I feel like she deserves a better ending than Hemlock. She deserves something neutral. She's definitely not a hero. It's almost like she's redeeming herself now. So yeah, with her I'm very iffy on still, but it feels like she's on a good path now. Overall, I really enjoyed this episode. Just seeing the technical stuff behind it felt very somber. It felt so sad and it felt so dark. Dealing with all that, absolutely amazing. This was definitely a standout episode for me, just with how it's dealing with children suffering. That is a big, big thing. So it's going to stay in my mind. I think the way they handled it, very well. And how they used it to showcase off Emery's conflict that's going on within her. She's definitely conflicted. She doesn't like what's happening with the children, but she's sort of doesn't like it, but she's going along with it. It's her job. She hasn't formed the sort of strength to leave Hemlock yet. She doesn't have a reason to. The children are healthy, and she's a scientist. I doubt she's thinking of the emotional well-being or maybe the mental well-being, but she's looking solely at the physical well-being. We saw that with the baby. Any person with common sense would realise that child needs to be with a parent. I think anyone realises that. But that comes from emotional, mental well-being of the child. Emery is a scientist. She's looking at the physical well-being. It's physically the child's fine. Yes, it's happy, not happy. It's cuddling the toy and it's not dying. So that's what she's going with. As soon as the Hemlock starts getting rid of the children, that is what's going to trigger Emery. And I like that we got this whole episode focused on her to set it up. We got to see Emery's emotional attachments. We get to see children suffer. And it's definitely painting this project in a whole different light. It's not just evil, it is so far beyond that with what it's doing. And I think I just like that Star Wars has actually gone there and actually it's actually messing with children and actually doing something there, because that's just, yeah. Of course, they kind of did that before with Jedi children. That was seen as that was a positive thing. They would take children and they'd grow up to be Jedi. That was awesome. They dabbled with it with Clone Wars, with Palpatine kidnapping 2 children that were Force sensitive, but then they would give them back to the parents, and it was a happy ending. This is not going so well at the minute. So yeah, and it seems not that great. Palpatine at least had that nanny droid there that was kind of looking after them. That was at least something positive. This is just dreadful in every sense of the word. So I cannot wait to see what the next episode will be, how it will deal with this. I doubt a child will die, but I feel like something's going to happen where it's going to maybe threaten death, and that was what's going to make Emerie free them. I doubt a child will die. I could be proven wrong. I doubt Star Wars would go there. I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm not sure I'd be prepared to see one of these kids die. But yeah, that would be interesting. I'm very interested in what the next episode will do. But yeah, with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I will see you in the next one for Season 3, Episode 11. See ya!